Hey Yogi, welcome to class. If you are new to the channel, I'm Rhi, this is Drakey, and if you are returning, welcome back. It's so cool to practice with you on YouTube again. Before we jump into any of the class, it's actually Drakey's birthday today, so that's why he's got his little birthday bandana on, and why he's currently enjoying a carrot. But he's had a really nice day, and now he's ready, I think, to hang with me while we do some yoga. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do. It just helps us to grow our place in the tiny little spot that we occupy in the YouTube universe. If you get to the end of the class and you enjoy it, give the video a like and then just leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Or if you just want to hit Drakey up with a happy birthday, we love that too. Hopefully him eating that carrot's not too loud on my mic. We shall see. So on to the actual yoga, the important stuff. So grab blocks if you know you like them, but I'm not probably going to use them. They certainly are not going to be essential. So just grab them if you know you have a personal preference to always practice with them. Today I do have a bolster and a strap. The bolster could be replaced with a sofa cushion or just some thick blanket. And again, not essential, but it might just be nice at the end. And then the strap would quite be handy for the beginning, just for while we open up. So if you don't have a strap handy, just get maybe a belt or, those dressing gown robe belts, if that makes sense. Okay, grab your strap so it's handy and then come down onto your backs. So making your way onto your back. You can just take any kind of starting position that feels nice here. Starting asana, I should say, not position. So that might be an active rest where you kind of have the knees bent and the feet to the floor. Or maybe you want to take a full-on shavasana. That's cool. If you've let the knees bend and feet to the floor, just let the knees knock in. And then maybe take one heart to the belly, one heart to the chest. We'll take a couple of breaths here just to kind of arrive at the practice. Arrive at the start of our journey together today. Start to just lengthen the inhales and the exhales through the nose. Nice. From here, draw your right knee into your chest. Let your left leg go long and just kind of roll around in that right hip socket. So let the top of the femur, just kind of the top of the thigh bone, just roll around. Just feeling what that feels like here. Opening and closing. And then switching legs, left knee draws in, right leg goes long. Same on this side, nothing crazy, just lubricating that joint, oiling it up, ready for our movement today. Nice. From here, draw the right knee back in. We'll take a happy baby. So take the hands along the inside of the legs, grabbing hold of the outer blade of the feet. And then before you do anything, I like to just kind of bend the elbows so much that my knees are almost connected, and lift the chest as well. Knees are almost connected to the armpit, and then sort of come back. It just kind of helps me with that connection, that really deep compression. Feel free to sway around and, take whatever happy baby feels nice. Ananda Balasana. Press the sacrum, the very base of the of the spine, into the mat, just to kind of completely lengthen out the back line of the body. And then from here, keep your right knee where it is, your hand where it is, let the left leg go long. And in this sort of half happy baby, now start to feel out that hip. So just moving the leg around. Trying to keep it nice and compressed to you as much as you can. Nice, and then switching legs. So draw that left knee back in, come back into that, like, you know, deep or relatively deep happy baby, and then let right leg go long. And again, just circling out or taking any movements feel nice. It might just feel nice to hold the happy baby, the half happy baby, and let that kind of right leg feel like it's getting a bit of a stretch, the front of the leg. Or you might want to really focus on kind of whirling around the left leg, acknowledging that, you know, it probably looks kind of silly, but who cares? Nice. From here, draw it all back in just for one last kind of little effort, and then release. This is where you need your strap. So grab whatever you're using and take catch of your right leg. So kind of have the strap really, I'm just covered in dog hair as always, please excuse me while I wipe off. Just take the strap into, or whatever you're using, use both hands for it, and kind of double wrap, I would say. And then, you know, this doesn't need to be a deep stretch, but we are going to pulse. So you're gonna let the leg go and bring it back in. So you're really flexing the toes here, pulling them back towards the shin, and really pushing the heel away from your hands. So the heel is like trying to chase away from you, and your hands are really strong on the strap, trying to bring it back in. Take a couple more of these, just waking up this leg, and then draw it in. Now you can try and take it a little bit deeper, so kind of come to what feels like a nice depth for you in this moment. And obviously we're just at the beginning, so there's no need to feel like, you know, your foot's got to go over your head if it can. I'm impressed, good for you. But, you know, just go to a nice depth here, whatever feels kind of nice. Really push that heel away, so you're really flexing the toes. And then take the strap, both parts of it, into your left hand, and just slowly start to take that right foot over above your left hip. So you'll feel a nice stretch here through the IT band, which is, not something we easily stretch out. So if you're someone that foam rolls and you go over this, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's nice to just get a bit of a stretch there. So let's just hold this here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in, release. So you can bend the knees, so you can undo it. And then we'll do the same on that left side. So you might want to take the strap in both hands and make it kind of long, and send the right leg long, and then flexing the left toes. We're just drawing it in and up. This strap's making a right noise. Hopefully it's not being picked up by my mic too much. So lift and lower. Really, you know, again, the hands are trying to pull as hard as they can on the strap, and the heel is trying to escape the top of the mat. It's trying to get away from you. Nice. Bring it in. Start to kind of tighten the grip you have with your hands. So you might want to double wrap the strap here, because you kind of get a bit more juice into it. Really kick that heel up into the ceiling, and feel a nice stretch here on the back side of that left leg. Notice if your lumbar has kind of completely, well, if you've gone into a full posterior tilt here, so try to keep your lumbar spine, so that nice kind of lower back arch that we have, try and keep that there. So that space you have here, just so that we try and keep the pelvis pretty neutral, so that you're taking the stretch here in the meat of the muscle, and rather than kind of escaping it, if you like. Take the strap into the right hand, start to take the foot over to the right. You can tell straight away by my face, this is where it gets interesting. And just feel it, just sit in the pocket of this stretch. Something that potentially you don't stretch hugely, very often, very frequently, I should say, not hugely. So just feel it, really feel it. Be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Bring that leg back in, bend the knee. You're done with the strap for now, which is great. You can just set it off to the side. And then bending the knees into the chest. See if you can just rock up and down your mat a couple of times. Just waking up the spine. On your next rock, cross your feet, roll over and meet me in a tabletop position. So we won't be long here, we're just warming up the wrists, ready to kind of bear weight on them. So gripping the mat with the fingers. Try and have a natural kind of palm, if you like, on the floor. So rather than spreading the fingers super wide, just try and have that pretty natural. So wherever your fingers want to land is cool, but really grip them. You want to wake up the whole hand, the forearm, the wrist. And make sure and just to keep circling around enough so you feel that transference of weight, right to left, left to right, across each palm. Nice job. From here, tuck the back toes, lift the hips high, come into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And walk the dog out a little bit here. That's probably a narrow dog if you just come straight from tabletop. And feel free to just kind of move around a little bit here. So lifting and bending, lifting and planting an opposite heel to one another. Maybe nod and shake the head. And then find a bit of stillness. Try and really hinge at the hips here, really pushing the tailbone up towards the sky. And take whatever bend in the knees you need to achieve that. And then squeeze the armpits together, getting that lovely rotation in the upper arm bones. Starting to wake up through your upper body. And then from here, inhale, lift heels, bend knees, roll through into a high plank pose. And exhale, roll back. Roll through into high plank pose. And exhale, roll back. Roll through high plank pose on the inhale and the exhale. Take a push-up. Drop knees and forearms. Come through into up dog, first vinyasa. And then exhale back to down dog. Let's do another one of those. So inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, push off, roll into that high plank. Exhale, vinyasa. Half or full push-ups. If you want to drop the knees in that push-up, that is totally cool. And then downward dog. Nice, let's wake up with some awakening Surya Namaskar bees. So, right leg will lift, 3-leg dog. High on the ball of the left toes, bend the left knee, bend the right knee, spring forward, right foot by right thumb. Deep bend of the back knee, rise up, double bent leg lunge. Think about the extension in this left hip here. So keep the pelvis neutral and just work to kick through that back heel. So you're working to straighten the leg without allowing the pelvis to lift and kind of spill forward like there. So it might just be the action of kicking, and that's fine. Hands through the center. Inhale, lean forward over that right leg. Come into a crouching warrior. Lift the chest, lift that back leg nice and high. Exhale, straighten into warrior 3. Inhale, slowly does it. Bend that right knee, slowly drive the left toes back. Come into high lunge. Exhale, zip everything up as the hands meet behind the neck. Inhale, lift the chest and heart. Feel expansive here. Look up. And then exhale, hands to the mat. 3-leg dog. right leg high. On your inhale, press off this left foot, bend the elbows and slide along into upward facing dog. Exhale, wave it back. Downward facing dog. Awesome job. Left leg high, 3-leg dog. High on the ball of the right toes. Bend the right knee, bend the left knee. Spring forward, left foot to left thumb. Rise up, double bent leg lunge. Think about that pelvic position being neutral. Exhale, kick through the back heel. Work to straighten the leg without moving the pelvis as much as possible. Inhale, hands through the center, lean over the left leg. Drag yourself in to crouching warrior. Feel strong and connected here. Exhale, straighten the left leg, warrior 3. Inhale, rebend that left knee. Hands can come out for counterbalance. Slowly drop the right toes back. High lunge. Exhale, hands meet behind you, zip it all in. Inhale, lift the chest and heart. Hands reach back where you cannot see. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the left foot back, 3-leg dog. Push off the standing leg, bend the elbows, come into upward facing dog. Exhale, wave it back. Downward facing dog. Nice job. Let's go again. Right leg high, 3-leg dog. High on the ball of the left toes. On the exhale, right foot to right thumb. Inhale, rise, double bent leg lunge. Exhale, push through that back heel. Inhale, lean forward, come through crouching warrior. Lift the chest and heart. Exhale, straighten the leg, warrior 3. Inhale, slowly does it. Left toes back to the mat, high lunge. Exhale, hands meet behind you, zip everything up. Inhale, lift the chest and heart, open through the upper body. Exhale, hands to the mat. 3-leg dog, right leg high. Inhale, push off that left big toe or foot. Come into upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And exhale, roll it back. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. The left leg will lift high, 3-leg dog. Come high on the ball of your right toes. Bend your right knee, drive your left knee into the chest. As you spring off the right foot, that's your kind of spring to get the foot there. Inhale, rise, double bent leg lunge. Exhale, kick through the back heel. Inhale, hands through, leaning forward, coming into that crouching warrior. Exhale, straighten, warrior 3. Hands forward for counterbalance. Right toes gently meet the mat. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, zip it all in. Hands meet behind the head. Inhale, lift the head and heart. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left leg high, 3-leg dog. Inhale, push through into upward facing dog. Exhale, wave it back. Downward facing dog. Nice work. Right leg high, 3-leg dog. Bend that left knee. Drive the right knee in, send you forward, right hand to right foot, or the other way around. Inhale, double bent leg lunge. Exhale, kick through the back knee. Inhale, open up, warrior 2. So drop that left heel down, coming into a nice deep warrior 2 here. Feel like you're pressing into the outer edge of that left foot, so you're really suction cupping up through the inner arches. Inhale to prepare, hands come in. Exhale, the left hand is going to meet the mat, swivel over the left toes, and then come into your Vashisthasana. Push the hips over towards the right side of the mat, scoop your left shoulder blade underneath you, and lift the hips. Nice. Inhale, drive the right knee into the chest, look to the top of the mat. On the exhale, how slow can you drop the right toes, then the right heel. Beautiful. Roll over the left foot. Right hand on the inside of the right foot. Inhale, come into Parsvarganasana, side angle. Reach that left arm up. If it feels nice, you're going to turn and take that left arm up and over the diagonal, looking up to the top hand. Nice. On an exhale, drop that left hand to the mat, spin onto the ball of the left toes, and then rise up, back into your high lunge. Inhale, hands through the center line, lean forward, come into crouching warrior. Exhale, straighten, warrior 3. Inhale, slowly lower, left toes back down, come into high lunge. Exhale, hands behind the head, zip up. Inhale, expand, explore the front body. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg high, 3-leg dog. Inhale, push off the left foot, come through into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And exhale, push back. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Left leg high, 3-leg dog. High onto the right toes, bend the right knee, bend the left knee, come through into double bent leg lunge, deep bend of that back knee. Kick through the back heel on the exhale. On the inhale, drop the right heel down, open up, warrior 2. Feel free to move the feet around here so you find a really solid place to be. Inhale, grow wide. Exhale, sink that left hip down. Nice job. Inhale, hands through the center. On the exhale, right hand to the mat. Roll over the right foot and then coming into your variation of side plank, Vashisthasana. Reaching through the left fingertips, sending the left hips towards the hips towards the left side of the mat as you scoop that right shoulder under you. Inhale, left knee into the chest. Look forward. And as you exhale, slowly drop the left toes to the mat, then the left heel, then the right heel. Left hand on the inside of the left foot. Sweep your right arm up, coming into Parsvarganasana. Side angle. Taking the arms up and over, feeling that long line of energy from the outer blade of the right foot right the way through to your right fingertips. Feel long here, feel strong. Inhale. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Come onto the ball of the right toes. Inhale, come up to lean into your crouching warrior. Lifting through the right leg, lift the chest and heart. Exhale, straighten to warrior 3. Feel the wobbles. Inhale, slowly does it. Back to high lunge. Exhale, hands meet behind the head. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Hands go to where you cannot see them. Exhale, hands to the mat. 3-leg dog, the left leg goes high. Bend off the foot, standing, come through to upward dog. Exhale, push back. Downward dog. Awesome job. Let's do that one again. Right leg high, 3-leg dog. High on the left toes. Bend the left knee. This is your spring. Right knee comes in, springs forward. Right foot to right thumb. Rise into double bent leg lunge. Exhale, kick through the back heel. Inhale, open, warrior 2. Deep bend of that right knee. Go deeper than you want to here. Nice. Inhale, straighten the right leg as you lean forward, setting up for Trikonasana. Exhale, the left and the right hand will float down, the left arm will reach up. And, if possible, let the right hand be free. Just use the strength of your core to keep you here. Nice. Keep breathing through the nose. Deep inhale and deep exhale. On your next inhale, wind back up, warrior 2. Hands through the center. On the exhale, left hand to the mat. Roll over your left big toe. Come into your variation of side plank. So you might want to straighten the legs here. Inhale, right knee to the chest, look forward. Exhale, slowly does it. Right toes land, right big heel lands, right heel lands. Drop the left heel. Right hand on the inside of the right foot. Inhale, sweep your left arm up. Parsvakonasana. Left arm comes up and over on the diagonal. Feel that stretch through the left side body. Beautiful work. Exhale, right, left hand to the mat. I can't speak today. And come in as you inhale to rise up and go into your crouching warrior. Make that a transitional move. Exhale, straighten to warrior 3. Inhale, left toes go back. High lunge. Exhale, hands behind you. Inhale, send them away. Lift the chest and heart. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg high, 3-leg dog. Push off the left foot. Bend the elbows, come into up dog. Exhale, cruise back. Down dog. Nice work, keep it going. Left leg high, 3-leg dog. High on the ball of the right toes. On the exhale, left foot to left thumb. Rise up, double bent leg lunge. Exhale, kick through that back heel. Inhale, open your wings, come into warrior 2. Nice and wide. Go deep into that left hip. Feel the outer edge of the right foot. Inhale, straighten that leg, left leg. Reaching forward with the left hand. And then exhale. Find Trikonasana, triangle pose. Keep pressing into the outer edge of the back foot. Try not to grab hold of anything with the left hand if you can. Inhale, back up into warrior 2. Hands through the center to prepare. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Roll over the right toes. Come into your expression of side plank. Maybe straightening the leg. Inhale, left knee in. On the exhale, left foot slowly drops to the top. Roll over that right heel. Left hand on the inside of the left foot. Inhale here, sweep up. Parsvakonasana. And then deep bend of the left knee as you take that right arm up and over. Feel long here. Exhale, hands to the mat. Roll over that toe at the back. Rise up. Inhale. Leaning into that crouching warrior. Feel the wobbles. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale. Slowly. Right toes land, high lunge. Exhale, hands behind the head. Inhale. Lift the chest and heart. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left leg goes high, 3-leg dog. Push off the right leg, come into up dog. Wave it back. Downward facing dog. Awesome job. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Inhale to halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Nice job. Inhale, roll all the way up. Reach the arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Hands through the center line. Awesome. From here, grab your strap or your equivalent and just have it just nearby at the top of the mat. It's an option for us to use through the next little bit of flow. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands walk back to downward facing dog. Nice job. Right leg high, 3-leg dog. You know the drill. On the exhale, right foot to right thumb. Inhale, rise, double bent leg lunge. Exhale, kick through that back heel. Inhale, drop the back heel down, open yourself up, warrior two. Keep reaching through those right fingertips and left fingertips and drop that right hip down. Inhale, straighten that right leg and lean out, tilting the pelvis. And then exhale, let that right hand drop as you send the left arm high. Trikonasana. Inhale back to warrior two. Hands in the center. Exhale, left hand down. Coming in to your variation of Vashisthasana. Keep lifting through the hips, stacking the feet. Inhale, right knee into the chest. Look forward. On your exhale, right toes land. Drop the right heel. Roll over onto the left heel. So we're going to take the bind here in Parsvakonasana. So this is just an option. If you want to make the arms a bit longer, you can use the strap. I'm actually going to turn so that you can see what I am doing. So if you know you can catch the bind pretty comfortably with your hands, then you don't need the strap. But if you would like a little bit of help with the bind, which is, you know, great to get a little bit of something that can make our arms feel longer, then the right hand will be coming onto the inside of that right foot as we have been doing all class. And then the strap's going to come behind you or kind of on the outside of the right shoulder. And you're going to reach the left arm up with the strap in the hand. The reason for this is we're going to be taking the right arm underneath the right thigh and bending this elbow. So you might be here and using the strap to pull the right hand down to open up through that left shoulder. Yeah. So if the actual bind feels, even if it's not that far away, it's kind of here, but it's just out of reach, then use the strap. It's a great option. If you know that you can catch the bind, you're going to nestle the right arm underneath and then have the right thumb pointing up, palm facing out. Left arm around, palm facing out, and then the right hand is going to grab for the left wrist. The wrapper is the grabber. And then use that to send you deeper into the bind. Staying here or trying for bird of paradise. So looking to the top of the mat, soft bend in the left knee. We're going to spring lightly to bring the left foot up to meet the right. Again, you can do all of this with the strap. So if this feels okay, come high onto the ball of the right toes. And it's just a game here of patience and balance. So soft bend in the left knee to make you buoyant. Slowly pull that right foot off the floor and slowly reach it up. This is a great place to stop. If you want to go further, you'll extend through that right leg. You're very warm for this after all the awakening bees. And then you'll rebend when you've had enough. Slowly with control, replant the right foot. Same if you've got the strap. And then this time we need to lean into the right foot to take the left toes back, coming back into Parsvakonasana. And then release the bind. Swivel onto the left left toes. Swivel onto the left toes. Inhale, reach up to come into your crouching warrior. Exhale, straighten, warrior three. Inhale, deep bend of the right knee. Slowly, left toes seek the mat. Rise up, high lunge. Exhale, hands meet behind the neck. Inhale, lift the chest and heart, feel open. Exhale, hands to the mat. 3-leg dog, right leg high. Inhale, come through to your upward facing dog. Exhale, wave it back. Downward facing dog. I'm just going to switch sides again because I think it's way more helpful for you to see the bind. So grab the strap and use that. If the bind is just not quite there, you're still going to get the benefit. Okay, left leg high, 3-leg dog. Inhale high onto the right toes, exhale left foot to left thumb. Rise up, warrior, double bent leg lunge. Exhale, kick through the back heel. Now warrior, inhale, open up to the right. Find Virabhadrasana 2. Sink deeply into this left hip. Be strong in your warrior. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Lean forward. And then exhale. Find your triangle, Trikonasana. Try and scoop your tailbone under. And really reaching through that top hand. Opening you up. Inhale back to warrior 2. Hands through the center to prepare. Exhale, right hand down, coming into your variation of Vashisthasana. Whatever it is you want to do here. Left knee into the chest on the inhale, look forward. And the exhale, slowly does it. Left toes land, left heel lands. Roll over, right heel lands. Left hand on the inside, grab your strap if you need it for the bind. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Nice. So find your footing here. And now we'll come into that bind. So left arm under the left leg. The palm is going to face out. The left thumb faces up. Bend the elbow. Then turn that right hand so the palm faces to the left and bend that elbow. The wrapper is the grabber. So if you're grabbing for the wrist, it's the left hand grabbing the right wrist. Turning the torso up to the ceiling. Looking to the top of the mat. Gently plant the right foot to the top. And if you take like 1, 2, 10 hops to get there, that's totally cool. Lift the left heel. Take a breath. Find some buoyancy in the right leg. As you inhale, slowly stand on that right leg, bringing the structure with you on the left side. Stay here if you want to. This is a great place to be, or to complete, the expression. Then you go into extend through that left leg. Standing tall on that right leg, trying not to sink into it. And then rebend the left leg. Slowly plant the left foot. And then as gently as you can, the right foot will go to the back of the mat. Release the bind. Right hand down to the mat. Swivel onto the right toes. Inhale, rise up, bend through that left leg and come into your crouching warrior. Lift the chest. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, rebend the left leg. Slowly come into high lunge. Exhale, hands meet behind the neck. Inhale, lift the chest. Feel open here. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left leg lifts. 3-leg dog. Spring off the right leg on the inhale through to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, wave it back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Beautiful job, yogis. Drop the knees to the mat. Sit your butt back to the heels. Let the hands just land wherever they land. And let's just take 3 breaths. And this is more, I'm speaking to me more than I'm speaking to you at this moment, because that was a real heat building little sequence there. So relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And let's take 3 breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And sigh out. One more just like that. Inhale. And let it go. Beautiful work. Okay, so after all of that, you know, nice little kind of heat building sequence, we're just going to slow it down a little bit now and start to cool down. So if you've got a bolster or, you know, you've got your kind of multiple cushions or something, then have that near so that we can just use it for pigeon. So come into down dog just so that we can move into that pigeon pose. So lifting the right leg, rolling forward, and then having the right foot on the outside of the left hand, right knee on the outside of the right hand, and make sure the knee here is wider than the hip. So don't have the knee in line with the right hip, you won't get as much of the stretch. And really keep a strict kind of parallel to the top of the mat, even if you don't usually, because we're then going to grab our bolster and pop it underneath our hips. So this might take a moment to find the sweet spot. And then we're just going to sit upright for a few breaths here. So allowing the hips to be supported by the bolster or the cushions, whatever you're using. Just check that that left leg hasn't wandered off, but use the bolster to keep you perfectly parallel, or as much as you can work towards that. Allow the muscles to be supported by the bolster or your prop. We've opened them, we've activated them, so now it's nice to just kind of move into a nice deep passive place. Stay upright or come down onto the forearms. And if the floor feels really far away and you're rounding in your upper back and your lower back, which is like kind of doing this, then, you know, grab a block or grab another cushion, pop your forearms under it. So that allows you to really kind of extend the spine rather than rolling over. Take a few breaths here. Let all the hard work start to marinate into the body, bubble away like, I don't know, my grandmother used to make a casserole in a slow cooker, and I swear it would just sit there all day, but it would just taste amazing at the end. So visualize your muscles kind of being infused with the spices of the energy that you have created throughout the class. If you feel like you want to go a little bit deeper once you've been in the posture for a little while, then I like to move the bolster away and then come down a bit lower. Try not to roll over onto the right kind of butt. Try to stay with the hips nice and square. You could use your block as a little headrest, or you could take your head all the way down to the mat. Slowly come up, remove your props, take your hands down to the mat, tuck your toes, and come back up just to switch sides. So if you want to loosen off that right leg, then that's pretty fair. And then come forward on the left foot on the outside of the right hand, left knee behind the left wrist, and use, you know, wiggling back the right knee to bring you into that nice parallel shape rather than moving the foot up towards the mat. So wriggle backwards rather than moving forwards. I'm going to get my bolster again here because that felt very nice on the first side. Just to help me, you know, find some space. Stay upright for a few breaths. Let the quality of being up and open, you know, feel nice as we now marinate our metaphoric casserole in our metaphorical slow cooker for another few breaths. And keep adjusting here, you know, if you need to pull that back knee back a little bit, or, you know, turn on the top of the foot, you know, just keep adjusting. This isn't a static place, even though it's very passive. It doesn't need to, that doesn't mean it needs to be still. You know, you can keep exploring and going right to those edges of your passive range. Maybe we're nowhere near the edge of your passive range, which is also very fair. If you're ready and you'd like to, either stay upright or come down. And again, you know, feel free to allow that block to just bring the ground a bit closer to you here. Send the right hip down into that bolster as you drop that left knee closer to the earth. And then just, you know, be where you want to be. So for me, after a few breaths on the bolster, I like to lift up, move the bolster away, and come back down. But this is totally your call. So you go to where you are going to feel like you're getting a good deep stretch, a release. On your next inhale, slowly bring the hands up, or if this is feeling really yummy, then of course you can stay there for as long as you like. You know, it's really nice sometimes to take a nice long stretch after so much movement. From here, you're going to roll onto the left side and swing that right leg around, bringing you forward. So again, one last kind of use of the props or the bolster. So for me, I'm going to pop the bolster underneath my knees just to, I don't know, just to give the backs of the knees a little bit of a rest. If you did have blocks, I know I said they weren't essential. If you do have them, it might be nice on the shoulders after all the binds to just let them be in a nice passive opener. So take one block long ways. This is where your spine is going to land, and then the other block kind of horizontal way, that's just for your head. So you could also do this with another bolster or a really thick blanket if you just roll the blanket up and then lay back on it. So find where is going to feel good for you. You want your shoulder blades to kind of just hang. I'm actually going to have to undo my bobble slightly for this to work. But you want your shoulder blades to just kind of hang off the side of that first block or the blanket if you're using a blanket. And just feel that lovely opening here. So this might feel nice. We've done lots of shoulder openings and activating, but it might feel nice just to let them kind of open in a supported space. Allow the practice to find a home in your muscles and joints, in your bones, and in your heart. Allow your body to surrender into the mat and into your props. Stay here for as long as feels good. It might be nice to stay for another 5 breaths on your props and then take the blocks away if they're under your back, or take the cushion or the pillow under your back away, and then stay for another 10 to 15 breaths just flat on your mat. This is where I will leave you. As always, it's an absolute pleasure to have you practice here with me and Drakey when he was here on YouTube. Until next time we meet on the mat, have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you.